So Saturday's workout had a different venue than normal. I was up visiting my alma mater, just kind of for an annual jazz festival, and I had some friends that were able to get me into the campus recreation center. But so I did 5 sets of five squats, 240. Only recorded one of the sets just because I didn't want to record too much inside the gym since it's kind of a more public gym. Everything moved very well. Didn't run into too many issues doing it. Did 5 sets of five at bench at 155. Again, not too many issues there. One thing that's kind of odd is that the pins for racking the weight was fixed in place, so it was kind of a little bit of a reach for me to get everything and do my reps. And then I didn't have access to blocks, and I didn't want to do rack pulls with their bars, so I did sumo deadlifts instead, and to get a similar effect. So I did my 315, and they moved extremely easily. I was honestly kind of surprised at how they were doing. I ended up using straps for the reps just because I couldn't bring chalk. So I decided with my buddy and I, he said, hey, let's throw more weight on. Let me do a couple singles, see where I'm at. So I put 355 on, squared up, did the rep, and it moved very easily. After that, I kind of looked at it and I'm like, I'm going to do more. Let's put 405 on, and I want to see if I can pull this just because of how quickly that 355 moved. And it was just one of those, I'm not going to try to do another jump in between it. I'm just going to put the weight on there and pull it. And it happened. And I was beyond amazed. I still felt like I had a lot left in me. Um, and so I decided, hey, I'm going to try to do 420 on the bar. Didn't want to do too big of a jump after 405, so I gave myself like 5, 6 minutes of rest and decided to have at it. That didn't work out. I was completely stapled to the ground, so that's going to be for another day. But I, you know, I pulled 405 pounds off the ground on a deadlift bar. I have yet to actually ever do that. So this was a huge accomplishment for me. It's with sumo deadlifts, so it's kind of not conventional. It's not what I was looking to do, but I got the weight up. Um, and I'm just super happy with how that went. I was not expecting to really do that day. I was just kind of thinking, oh hey, I'll do some reps, and really that's about it. But chatting with my buddy Patrick, who was there, I was just kind of like, those sets move really well. And one of the guys who was working at the gym, was saying that he was impressed with how well I was able to do those and just get through 5 reps without much difficulty at all. I wasn't doing touch and go reps. I was doing full, do the rep, let the weight rest, wait a second, do the next rep and everything. And he said they were looking, really good. And I was just kind of chatting with him about how, I've been kind of stuck at heavier singles. And then I was kind of like, well, I'm feeling good. Those look good. Let me just try it. And I went for it. And again, like I said, after I pulled the 355, I just kind of like my eyes widened up and I looked over at Patrick and I'm like, take the 225s off. We're gonna or take the 210s off. We're gonna throw another 45-pound plate on there and just go for it. And I did. And I was just completely over the moon with that. I was like surging with adrenaline. Um, that's why I was like, I'm going to take advantage of this right now, where I'm so hyped up, and see if I can pull 420 on top of that. It didn't work, but like I could have run through a wall with how hyped up I was. It was incredible, and I think part of what let me do that is that doing the sumo deadlifts would is what allowed me to leverage my quads and my glutes, which are inordinately strong compared to my hamstrings and my hips, and I was really able to just pull that weight up using those with that sumo deadlift instead. And it's not, again, it's not a conventional deadlift, but it's a deadlift variation, and I've pulled 405 now on a sumo deadlift, on the hex bar deadlift, and I've done it on a block pull. And the only thing really left is conventional. And I think working the way that I have been, maybe mixing in, continuing doing the deficit deadlifts and keeping that going is just going to be the key there. And I I am looking forward to how things are going. It was a huge confidence boost to be able to do that. It's something I've been stuck on for so long, trying to pull on a conventional bar. I've been trying to do that since April of 2020. You know, it's been something I have been trying to do for almost 2 years, and I finally got it on a barbell. So I'm super happy to do that, and I'm just looking to keep pushing forward for more. Um, would love to be able to do it without straps. So I think that would be kind of like the next big milestone for me, on top of just adding more and more weight with a deadlift using, straps and everything in my belt. But I would love to be able to pull 405 using just chalk and no belt or anything. I think that's definitely in the cards. I really didn't even feel myself utilizing the belt whenever I was doing that on Saturday. So I feel like my core's in good enough shape to do that. So might try it in a few weeks. My lower back erectors are lit up just because a heavy deadlift session will do that to you. And I'm just excited. I'm looking forward to where things are going to go next. Outside of that, just be back on Tuesday with more. So it was a good time.